Hey, shalom everybody. Welcome again to the Stop the Pain program. Thank you for joining us again. For those of you that are here live, Lisa is, I'm sure, chatting with you at this very moment. I believe Adrian's here, Tammy's here. Anybody else, Lisa?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not chatting anyway.
Not chatting? Okay. But for those of you that are here and not chatting, shalom. We've got a pretty cool lineup today. And again, I'm going to be talking about some health issues and how we can correct those issues. And Brother Allan Pagba is here, and he's going to be doing an unbelievable demonstration and display on one of the most healthiest plants on in the world. Okay, but I'll leave that for him to share it with you. Okay, now why don't we do our customary and traditional opening up in prayer so we can glorify the one true God who created all things for us and created us so that we could have fellowship with Him. All right. Oh, Abba, we come before you. We are blessed to be here, to be your children, to have brothers and sisters in you. Lord, this is a show to glorify you with all that you've created and how we can, Lord, better live our lives so that we can become more effective and fruitful in sharing and witnessing your truths, Lord, so that all people may not only be healthy physically, but have the spiritual healthiness, that salvation that comes only through knowing Yeshua, HaMashiach. And through him, we have salvation. The Ruach HaKodesh will help us along the way until we are glorified and in your presence, O Abba Father. So with that, may you again just be lifted up throughout this entire program. In Yeshua's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. All right, guys. So we got Isaac here on the board, taking care of all the tech again. Lisa's in the chat room. Mel's here. Sister Mel's over here. Yeah, you're gonna see her soon. And Brother Allan, him in about half an hour. But with that, all my cats say hi. Yeah, all 6 of them. One of them sleeping at my feet right now. Hopefully I don't, kick her or anything as I get up. But you know what? We're gonna go right into the program. Last week I spoke about RF radio frequencies and I was gonna go onto another section of that, but I got an article that I subscribe to Dr. Joseph Mercola, and he has a website that has all these interesting articles that come up, and I have one that is actually something I want to share because it's really important. With the C-19 going around and all the respiratory issues that supposedly go along with it, all the reasons to be incarcerated in their so-called prison rooms called hospitals, and having intubation, taking care of supposedly your respiratory problems. That's a big no. You can't, don't allow that to happen. Thank you, son. But I do want you to know that our lungs are very important and we need to take care of them. Oh, so I had to drink some peach juice. Sister Mel brought some peach juice from Target. Oh man, it's so good. So, back to the program here. All right, so, and if any of you are interested, Mercola.com is where you can go. You can subscribe with them. This is the best foods for healthy lungs, okay? And this is an article that started out in 1992, I believe, or something like that. But it's been updated recently because there's some new facts, new information. And so I want to get right into it. What is it all about? Well, right here, lung function tends to peak at around age 30. So if you're 30 or younger, you're at the pinnacle of your lungs' pristine health, okay? Anybody after 30, I'm sure you can give or take a few years. It's now downhill. Our respiratory, our lungs are not as strong as they used to be. So again, when it starts to decline, we need to be, again, very mindful of what we can do to slow the rate of declination or declining, okay? And a lot of that, again, is dependent upon individuals, not only your age, but here, if you're a smoker, that's something you have to keep in mind. If you exercise, it's something that's, again, one of those things you want to consider. Exposure to pollutants. I mean, the toxics life that's going on around us. I mean, everything from, you know, chemical spraying to the heavy metals in the air, in the food, in the water, are all contributing factors. Your medical condition, your diet, all of this again plays into the health of your body. And today we're talking about the lungs. Here's a nice 25-cent word. Anthocyanins, a type of flavonoid, has been shown to improve symptoms of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease and helps to slow the gradual decline in lung health associated with aging. Now again, I put this up here so you can read it with me, all right? And again, this is something I came across. I'm just sharing somebody's hard and diligent research so that we can actually now apply things that people have put so much time and effort into for our benefit, okay? Again, the research shows that the highest quartile, and quartile means four groups of people have been tested with this anthocyanin intake, and it's compared to the highest compared to the lowest, okay? And what it's actually saying is that there's a big difference between the same group of people that's just been divided into four groups, and some of them were given more anthocyanins than others, okay? And it'll show exactly what kind of a difference is being made over a period of time, okay? Polyphenols are plant compounds that give fruits, vegetables, and berries their vibrant color. Now, you know, when you go to the market or you go to a shop that's serving fruits, no, you want the ones that have the very delicious looking colors, the colors that attract you, okay? Well, these vibrant colors lowers your risk of hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, erectile dysfunction. Whoa! Why pay top dollar for those blue pills? Not needed. Polyphenols, all right? I'm telling you, your wife will enjoy it, okay? Boost bone and brain health also. Yeah, see? It's covering the entire body. What we put in sometimes makes a difference, okay? Vitamin C has been found to reduce health risks also, you know, especially to babies that are born, okay, of mothers who smoke. And the nanoparticles that have been derived from the tea leaves have been found to destroy up to 80% of lung cancer cells. What? Tea leaves? Tea leaves? Now look, in Hawaii, people could be actually misunderstanding what I'm saying, because we have this leaf that grows on a kind of a tree. It's called tea leaves, but that's not the kind of tea leaves I'm talking about. I'm talking about your traditional TEA, tea leaves. You see it right here. Where is it? Here, tea leaves, okay? So if you drink a cup of tea, think about this. You could actually be sparing all the health deficiencies, well, not all, some of the health deficiencies in your body, especially those related to the lungs, okay? Oh, here it is. This article was previously published in June 4, 2008. I said 1998. Okay, so it's what? 4 years since it's been updated, okay? But let's move up. Let me reduce this a little bit. Okay. Flavonoids are a group of polyphenols, phytonutrients found in most fruits and vegetables, okay? That's why it's so healthy to eat fruits and vegetables. There are more than 6,000 unique flavonoids. Did you know that? 6,000. God doesn't fool around. He doesn't give you one, two, maybe a dozen. He gives you so much flavonoids to choose from. And you know what? They're well known for their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects to be found, okay, in many of the found to lower the risk of many chronic conditions rooted in inflammation. And you guys know, I mentioned this before, inflammation is the root of all diseases, you know. It makes whatever you may have worse. Inflammation is really the number one enemy, okay? So here we go. Anthocyanins, okay, specifically are found in red-blue plant pigments that give berries and other food their red, blue, and purple colors. Now you want to remember this, okay? The fruits that have the reds, the blues, the purples, those are very big. They're not just pretty looking, you know, very colorful. You know, Tammy likes to color. She's a professional colorer. Is that what you call it? I'm not sure. but she's an artiste, and colors, attracts the eyes, right? But these red, blue, purple colors, and think about it. When you put red, a primary color like red and blue together, what do you get? Purple. So you have primary colors, a secondary color, purple, and they've been shown to improve blood sugar control, okay? Normalize your blood pressure and enhance, again, capillary strength. Lower oxidative stress and inflammation. That's a big one. That lowering that inflammation. Oxidative stress I spoke about before when it comes to, again, melatonin, okay? Melatonin is very important. Mitochondria is very important. It's affected by this oxidative stress, which comes from the EMFs that are surrounding us, but also from other things as well, okay? But you definitely want to lower those inflammation issues. So it inhibits the platelet formation, prevents buildup of arterial plaque. You know what that is, right? Most people that get heart attacks happens because they had a buildup in their arteries, and that buildup is that plaque, and it reduces the size of the opening for the blood to go through. And once it clogs, bam, that's it. That's what happens when you're feeling your chest tighten, your arm go numb, and next thing you know, you're calling 911, here in America anyway, 911 to get the ambulance out to you and the emergency crew, and hopefully they can revive you. Well, look, I don't want to wait for that point. I actually want to move forward and start deteriorating or scraping away, in a sense, that arterial plaque, okay? So again, these fruits and vegetables will help increase your NAD plus level, okay? Don't ask me what NAD plus level is, okay? Because it gets a little scientific, but I'm going to kind of briefly go over it so you get an understanding. Ultimately, though, I'm going to give you a list of what you need in your diet to help start taking care of not just your lungs, but other parts of your body as well, okay? Now, they've done studies on animals, as it says over here, okay, to reduce the production of mucus and inflammatory secretions in animals, with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. And the research suggests that plant compound can also help slow the gradual decline in your lung health, again, which is associated with aging after 30 years for humans, okay? Now, everybody in this room is over 30 except for Isaac. Isaac, what are you, 29? 28. So he's got 2 more years for optimum and lung health. Then he's on the decline, okay? So he's getting early information. Good for him. Here we go. I gotta stop. Any questions? I mean, I could just ramble and go, and my wife's over here chiming in. Any questions, any comments? No?
The information's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, and I just want to share stuff that will be beneficial for us. So whatever you get out of this show, put it to use, share it with a friend, especially if you have friends that are or family that are smokers, because their lung health is already compromised by smoking. And I'm not picking on the friends I know that smoke, I love them dearly, but my son, my eldest son, not Isaac, he's a smoker. My biological brother, my one true brother, my only brother, Allan, he smokes. I thought, slow down, quit. No, I cannot. And I know it's an addiction, because it seems like it's really hard to break, but it can be done. Okay, my mom, before she passed away, she smoked for 7 years. Then she just stopped, and her reason for stopping, it got too expensive. The packs of cigarettes, and you know what? This is when packs of cigarettes are like $3, I think. It got too expensive for her. What are they paying now for packs of cigarettes, I think? About 10, 11, 12 bucks, right?
Yep, somewhere around there.
Outrageous. Man. You can buy a new Tesla, with all the money you save from not smoking. Okay. So.
Or equipment.
Or in this case, equipment for Isaac. Isaac got all his toys. So here, the anthocyanins protect lung health. This study again was done. This is a study done on 463 British and Norwegian adults. Oh, we're talking about a lot of Lisa's relatives, white people. Okay. I like to pick on Lisa because she's a little bit lighter than the rest of us. Okay, but with
Isaac's relatives.
but with that study, again, the average age was 44. So everybody, the majority of the group was already in declining lung, declining lung health group. Okay, and so now here we go with the test that were done. Okay, they use a spirometry test, and here it measures the volume of air you can forcefully exhale in 1 second. This is your FEV1. Okay. The total volume of air you can exhale after taking a deep breath, a very deep breath, is FVC. Okay, notice the two acronyms here. Okay, and the ratio of the two, FEV1 over FVC, is how they determine the condition or health of your lungs, okay, or the strength of your lungs. According to lead author Vanessa Garcia Larson, again, a PhD, she knows what she's talking about, assistant professor to the Human Nutritional Division of the Department of International Health at the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. Well, Johns Hopkins is a big name. If you haven't heard of them, research it, look it up. These guys are very large. And again, she's an assistant professor to lung functions that tend to peak around the age of 30, after which starts to decline, as I mentioned earlier. The rate of speed of that decline varies upon these conditions: smoking, exercise, pollutants, what I mentioned earlier. Okay, diet plays a very significant role. Okay, if you eat processed foods, what am I talking about? Processed foods? Oh yeah, Mickey D's, Taco Bell, Jacques in the Box. Okay, Wendy's, anything that's fast food, you're gonna have processed foods. Okay, processed meats in particular have been linked to a more rapid decline in lung function. All right, for a lot of the locals here in Hawaii, okay, I'm not just pointing to the Linke family because they're as Hawaiian as they can get, but you know, we love Spam here in Hawaii, and Spam is a processed meat. So you know, when someone offers you a Spam musubi, think twice about taking it. Even though you're starving, it's really tasty and good, right, Mel? But you know what? That's a processed meat. You want to kind of stay away from that if possible. Those in the highest quartile, again, remember I mentioned there's 4 different groups, okay? Compared to those in the lowest quarter group, okay, had a significantly reduced decline in all 3 lung function measurements, okay? The highest quartile of anthocyanin intake, okay, declined at an average rate of 9.8 milliliters a year, okay, compared to 18.9 for those on the bottom quartile that didn't take in as much flavonoids as the higher group was given. Okay, again, this is how they do their studies. You know what I mean? They have groups. They give them certain amounts. They measure it. They take the measurements. They let time go by, and next thing you know, you can see that there is a difference from 18.9 to 22.2. Okay, declining lung strength versus 9.8, top to bottom. Okay, you want to be in the top group where it declines a whole lot less. All right, on average, the annual decline of FEV1 over FVC, again, consuming the highest amounts of anthocyanins, was just 0.02 per year. That doesn't sound like much. I mean, 0.02 of anything. What's 0.02 of a dollar? 2 cents, 2 pennies. Okay, not much, but it adds up. Okay, our study suggests. Okay, this is again Garcia Larson. Our study suggests that the general population could benefit from consuming much more rich fruits in these flavonoids like berries, particularly those who have given up smoking or have never smoked. For smokers, quitting remains the best thing they can do to protect their health. But man, you jump on these flavonoids, your lungs will just thank you. Okay, they will thank you. Now, a flavonoid-rich diet has many other health benefits. See, look, you thought it was just for the lungs. Okay. Okay, depending on your age again. Okay. Polyphenols, the plant compounds that give fruits, vegetables, and berries their vibrant colors, have numerous other health benefits as well. And it includes the lowering risk of middle age spread. What is that? The weight gain around the midsection that is so common with age. Yes, it's the love handles. Or, you know, what my wife would say is, the roller coaster handles. Come here, honey, I want to ride with you. And she'll hold my handles, you know. No, I'm making that up. But you know what? She loves me even though I have a big midsection, okay? That's, I know she really loves me, not just by my looks. So, but for a lot of you out there, you've been thinking, man, how do I lose weight? How do I get this gut out? You know, especially those embarrassing love handles. Hey, you know what? I have them. You know, they're not hard. I mean, they're not easy to get rid of. They're actually very hard, but that's a part of the aging process. Our bodies seem to put a little bit more fat around us to protect us, shield us. You know, especially from the cold. The more fat, the more you're resistant to cold. Lisa's always freezing. She's got zero fat on her. You know, me, it's always hot. I got tons of blubber on me. I feel like a walrus, you know. Well, Isaac's cold. Yeah, he's always wearing a sweater. But, okay, so in this one study, which included more than 125,000 people, oh, how's that? 1/8 of a million. Those with the highest flavonoid intake had the least weight gain with age. Wow. Eating fruits and vegetables. That's the trick. That's the trick, man. Certain types of flavonoids were far more effective for weight maintenance than others. Oh, wow. So even within the flavonoid family, there are some that are even better at watching your midsection. They'll probably do a better job than you do. Because I don't look at my midsection unless I'm in front of the mirror. That's why I try to not to stand in front of the mirror so much. It's called that river in Egypt, denial. So again, let's see, where am I? Researchers accounted for fiber intake. Okay, yeah, so some flavonoids and the amount of fiber they have in them makes a big difference. Anthocyanins, proanthocyanidins, and the total flavonoid polymers found in tea and apples. Oh, look, now you're getting a little insight here. Tea and apples show the most significant effect after adjusting for fiber. All right? Overall, for each standard deviation above average in terms of flavonoid consumption, the study participants gained 1/10 to 3/5 of a pound less over 4 years. And again, this doesn't sound like very much, okay? But consider it the icing on the cake when you take flavonoids, because it's not only making your body healthier, but you're also losing some weight in the process, and that's the icing on the cake, okay? You gotta watch out now. You start taking these flavonoids, you're gonna start looking fit and trim, you know, and then next thing you know, if you're a single adult, you know, all these eyes are gonna be looking at you saying, whoa, who's that? That can't be him. He was big and fat last time I saw him. So, you know, gotta watch out. Lisa doesn't want me to take flavonoids. She wants me to be like Santa Claus, big and jolly and merry. So no girls look at me, you know? Oh, it's not true? Oh, okay, I thought that's what you wanted. She wants me to take flavonoids. Okay. So what are the other health benefits associated with this taking in of flavonoids? Reduce risk of diabetes. Do you have diabetes? Okay. My family is riddled with diabetes. They are. My dad had it, my mom has it, my son has it, my brother has it. Guess who doesn't have it? Yours truly. I don't know why. Must have skipped a beat, but I don't have it. So must be doing something right, or just gotta praise God that I wasn't standing in that line. You know, when you're born, you can stand in that line over there that says diabetes. I guess I was too busy playing, all right?
You're not holding a cigarette either.
And I'm not holding a cigarette, yeah. Improve blood pressure. Now, a lot of people out there have high blood pressure, low blood pressure. You know, again, if this is going to help your blood pressure, that's a good thing also, because the blood pressure is also associated with stress, right? And a lot of other things, premature aging. You don't want that. Lower risk of heart disease. Now, this is big, because what is the major killer in the history of mankind? Heart disease. Heart disease. And amongst Filipinos, it's because they eat a lot of pork and the fat that's with the pork, you know? Remember, God said he wanted the fat for himself, not for the people, for him. You know, God likes the flavorful stuff, and we have to give it to him. We have to stay away from it. So I've given up bacon. Believe it or not, I love bacon. You know,
Better have the side of paper saying you did.
yeah. I actually bought a pound of bacon. I hid it from Lisa. She has no idea where it's at. But I haven't opened it yet because once you start cooking bacon, that odor, that aroma actually it spreads throughout the entire house. It's a dead giveaway. Bacon, bacon. It's like that commercial. Bacon, bacon. The dog snack treat commercial. So, 6 classes of flavonoids were identified as having the significant impact on, again, heart disease risk, namely flavonols, anthocyanidins, whatever that word is, proanthocyanidins, flavones, flavanones, and flavin-3 ols. Okay, now you're going to ask me, what does that all mean? Hey, look, they're the same family, okay? And I will actually break it down to you as far as what you can take, which meets all of these 6 different categories, and now you can actually increase your health and lower your risk of heart disease. Again, lower your risk of ED among men. You know, it's a dreaded 2 letters, ED, and it's not education, okay? Erectile dysfunction. That is really not good, you know what I mean? I can see if, you know, you're rich and you can afford those blue pills from Pfizer, but remember, Pfizer also makes a lot of those jab injection, the vaccines for that. You want to be careful now what Pfizer is putting into you, okay? So watch out for that. Do it naturally, okay? Okay, there's improved memory consolidation. Learning and overall brain function is, again, increased because of the flavonoids that you take in, all right? Many herbs, again, including, now check this out, parsley, thyme, chamomile. You're going to probably ask me, what kind of tea do you take, Noble? Well, guess what? We're going to be buying some chamomile tea from now on. But you know what? I take ginseng tea. And I'm not sure what kind of studies are on ginseng, but that's actually good for you too. But I'm going to actually now put in some chamomile. When Mel comes over and Annette comes over to do Bible study with Lisa, what's the first thing they do? They go for the tea. You know, and guess what? I'm sure I'm going to find chamomile tea because Mel's going to look for it at
Target.
No, not Target.
Amoras.
TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx, yes. She's our shopper, man. She's our health shopper. Guess what, though? If you're not really much of a tea drinker, cocoa, okay? Flavonoids are also associated with both cardiovascular and brain benefits. Now, many of you know this already because why? In one study, those who ate dark chocolate at least once a week had better mental performance than those who did not, okay? The previous research has found that this epicatechin in dark chocolate also helps protect your brain after a stroke by increasing cellular signals that shield nerve cells from damage. So look, if you need an excuse to eat chocolate, bam, dark chocolate. That's your puppy, okay? Get the good dark chocolate, all right?
Or cacao.
Or cacao. You can just go cacao. Dark chocolate's better. It tastes a lot better. Okay, but if you're one that doesn't care about the taste of your cocoa, they got the bitter dark chocolate also. I think which is actually more healthy than the sweeter dark chocolate, but it doesn't matter. Dark chocolate to me is dark chocolate. They'll give you a nice tan as well. Okay, that's a lie. Because my wife eats chocolate and she's white as a ghost. But that's okay. I love her for her whiteness. She's easy.
Butter.
She's easy to find at night. Oh, it's a ghost. Oh no, it's just Lisa. Casper has nothing on Lisa. All right.
Okay.
Okay, moving on. My wife, I love her because she allows me to use her as my little, example. Further, when diabetic patients were given a special high flavanol cocoa drink, okay, what is that? Hot chocolate with marshmallows, maybe, right? It brought their blood vessel function from severely impaired to normal. What? Severely impaired to normal? No such thing. And yet, the improvement was actually as large as has been observed with exercise and many common diabetic medications. So in other words, if you want to get good blood vessel flow, you don't have to exercise. I'm not saying don't exercise, but just drink some of the cocoa flavored drinks and it'll open up your arterial passages so blood flow will happen a whole lot better. But if you exercise and drink cocoa, oh my gosh, can you imagine? You'd be flowing with red, you know, and white blood cells. That's the way. That's what you want. God created us that way. Okay. What else does it protect? Cancer protection. Okay. This is big because right, this is a C word. This is a C word nobody wants to hear when they go to the doctor. Okay. When mice implanted with cells of a particularly deadly, fast-growing human breast cancer, must have been all female rat or mice, you know, breast cancer.
And then you might wanna, this would be a good time to throw in a disclaimer, just because
Oh,
this is
okay.
from a doctor, but you're not.
I'm not. I already told him this is not my find. This is what I've encountered through my readings and research. So this is Mercola.com, okay, Dr. Joseph Mercola and his research group. They're second to none. They are rated so good, okay. But when they were treated with a flavonoid, again, apigenin, the cancerous growth slowed and the tumor shrank. Are you thinking, or do you know if you have cancer or tumors? Guess what? Taking in all those flavonoids, the nice dark colored ones, that's going to help, all right? Guess what? Apigenin is also one reason why drinking chamomile tea has been found to reduce thyroid cancer risk by up to 80%. My mom had thyroid issues. I know a lot, actually there's quite a few people that have thyroid issues. And you know what? The compound was also found to bind to 160 proteins in the human body, which suggests it has a far-reaching effects than most people ever thought of or considered. So chamomile again. Here we are, back at the tea. You know, why do you think the Brits live so long? They're always drinking tea and biscuits. You know, maybe we should try it. Local style, tea and lao lao. You know.
Chicken lao lao.
Oh, chicken lao lao, not pork lao lao. And you're probably saying, what's lao lao? You know, it's a Hawaii thing. But you know what? I'll let Lisa and Mel explain what lao lao is when they come on, because that's
Actually, we're gonna explain what it is this weekend.
Oh, that's right, at the Kind in Maui, yes.
Yeah, wait till this weekend.
Yes, yes. But you know what? Again, maybe Mel and Lisa can make lao lao, you know, and show us how it's done, you know. But chamomile tea, back to that, okay? Additionally, treatment of cells with apigenin and quercetin. You know, honey, can you get that bottle of quercetin I have? It's in the back to the left of the vitamin B. Inhibits CD38. That means if you have 38 CDs, that's unhealthy for you. You cannot have more than 38 CDs. No, I have no idea what that means, honestly. But you know what? I'm going to take Dr. Mercola's advice, because that stuff is probably not good if it's supposed to inhibit it. And here, this is the, Isaac, is this a good picture? Can you see it?
Yeah.
This bottle right here, taken with, what's the other bottle I got this with? Zinc.
Oh,
Zinc.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, zinc.
This is one of the, these were two of the things that you wanted to take to help protect you from the C19 that's out there. You know what I mean? So this quercetin, again, got this at the vitamin shop, $60-something for this bottle. That's almost as expensive as digestive enzymes that Lisa shared about last time. And you know what? It shows that it has cardiovascular support. So it is good for you. I mean, this stuff is good, but you can get it from chamomile tea. You don't have to spend $60-something for the intense capsules. I guess if you're really sick, you want to get this. But if you just want to maintain or actually prolong your health and become healthier, take that or drink tea, okay? CD38 is primarily an enzyme that lowers NAD plus levels. So by inhibiting it, NAD plus levels are increased. Okay, that didn't make sense. I'll read that again. Onions and garlic are also rich in flavonoids. Guess what? Go Italian when you're cooking your meals. Throw on that garlic. Slice up those onions. My wife, she loves onions. Not. She hates it. I gotta dice it up really small so she doesn't notice it. And she still can. But onions and garlic are good for you, okay? Including, again, quercetin, which inhibits the growth of cancer cells. Here's that C word again, okay? Unlike anthocyanins, which had no effect on lung function in smokers, quercetin has been shown to reduce the risk of lung cancer in smokers. It also reduces your risk of heart disease, lowers blood pressure, relieves symptoms of interstitial cystitis, and reduces symptoms of prostatitis. Okay? A lot of titis you're taking care of there. Okay? Keep that in mind. What else does it do? Bone health. Oh man. How many of you guys got weak bones, brittle bones? You feel like you're going to break if someone hugs you too hard? In fact, flavonoids have been said to have the most potential of dietary components for promotion, again, of bone healthy beyond calcium and vitamin D. What? The potential of dietary components for promotion of bone healthy beyond calcium and vitamin D. And research suggests they have a stronger association with bone health than even general fruit and vegetable consumption. Flavonoids. That's the word, man. Flavonoids. Do not forget that. Now, again, the health effects, again, Mediterranean diet cuts, health effects of air pollution. The flavonoids and other polyphenols are likely part of why the Mediterranean diet helps protect against the ravages of air pollution. Data from nearly 550,000, that's more than 500,000 people, individuals followed for 17 years was collected by researchers at NYU, New York University School of Medicine. Okay, their aim was to assess how closely the diet of participants mirrored the Mediterranean style diet, which is high in antioxidants and healthy fats. Okay, and how this eating pattern influenced the effect of air pollution exposure. The results were recently presented at the American Thoracic Society's International Conference in San Diego, as reported by Time. Here's a quote: "Death from all causes increased by 5% for every 10 parts per billion increase in long-term average nitrous oxide exposure among people who least adhered to the eating pattern, compared to only 2% among people who followed the Mediterranean diet." All right. You've seen those Mediterranean salads, the Mediterranean type of foods. Okay, those buggers got something that we don't know about, and we might want to tap into that. Mediterranean milk, remember that. Okay, so cardiovascular disease death increased 17% for every 10 micrograms per cubic meter increase in long-term average particulate matter exposure among people who did not closely follow the diet, compared to 5% among those people who did. 17% didn't follow Mediterranean, 5%, okay? That's not much of an increase compared to 17. I'm talking about deaths now, deaths. Okay, so you want to actually seriously look into this Mediterranean diet, okay? Guess what? Here's a bonus. Vitamin C protects babies from maternal smoking events. In related news, vitamin C, another powerful antioxidant, again, has been found to reduce the health risk to babies born of mothers who smoke. When a woman smokes during her pregnancy, her child has an increased, again, risk of wheezing caused by an obstruction to the lower respiratory tract. Essentially, their lungs and airways are stiffer than normal, not as pliable or elastic as it should be. Recent research has found that when smoking mothers also took 500 milligrams of oral vitamin C on a daily basis during pregnancy, a lot of times that prenatal vitamin pill that the doctors give you, will give you more. In addition to their prenatal vitamins, on top of that, okay, their children had better lung function compared to those mothers who received a placebo. In other words, they received nothing, no extra vitamins to supplement their body, okay. An estimated 450,000 smoke-exposed babies are born in the U.S. each year, and according to lead author, again, Dr. Cynthia McAvoy, a professor of pediatrics in the Division of Neonatology at Oregon Health and Science University, while quitting smoking is a priority for those who cannot quit despite their best efforts, vitamin C supplementation may be a simple way to protect the lung function of their children. All right, for you guys that are smokers, it never hurts to have the vitamin C input. Lisa and I, we actually take an additional 2,000 to 5,000 what's it? What's the
Milligrams.
milligrams
vitamin
of
C.
vitamin C?
Yeah.
Now, if you'll know when you take too much vitamin C because your butt will tell you what's coming out, and it ain't a pretty sight.
You'll be
Okay,
in the bathroom a lot.
you'll be in the bathroom a lot.
That's
So
the
you know you cannot go more than that. You buy the capsules that are 1,000 milligrams each. Say you pop in 2 in the morning, 2 at night. That's 4,000 for the day. See how your body feels. The more vitamin C you take in, again, high in antioxidants, vitamin C fights off, fends off, destroys all these things that are attacking your body. And by taking vitamin C, especially that, you're doing your body a favor. Now, it says it helps smokers. Wow, you cannot go wrong. Vitamin C, you cannot go wrong. But there is a certain type of vitamin C supplement you want to take. Lisa, the type of vitamin C is is it that ascorbic type or
Yes, ascorbic acid.
that's ascorbic
Ascorbic acid.
ascorbic acid vitamin C?
Not citrus acid.
Not the citrus acid.
Citrus acid
As-
is like mold.
Okay, citrus acid is like mold, Lisa said. Ascorbic acid is the one you want to take. So when you're looking for your vitamin C and you're reading inside what it's made out of, Lisa's going to get a bottle right now. Take the ascorbic acid of vitamin C. Much better for you, better effects. If the citrus acid one is made from mold, last thing you want is put mold in. Mold is not as deadly. And we're serious. We take 2 to 4 each. Look at this giant, humongous bottle. We do not fool around here. This is Nephilim size. Okay, vitamin C. Vitamin C complex.
And make sure to
Okay.
not take it on an empty stomach. You have to
Oh.
take it with food.
Oh, go back.
No, right here.
Oh, right here. Oh, here. I'm sorry. Giving you guys the wrong camera. I get too many cameras pointing on me. All right. But this is what you want. And when you're reading, always look at the back. All the foods you buy at the stores, read the back. Look at the ingredients. Look at the nutrition facts on there too. You want to be able to get the best stuff possible for your body. Okay. So no fool around. Honestly, these they come in. You can take them caplet or capsules, but I found capsules are easier to swallow, especially when you put it in with your food and not bite it, but when you're about to swallow your food you chewed on, pop it in there and you won't know any better. But if you gotta wash it down with a fluid, there you go. Easy to go down when it's in a capsule. Caplets are okay, but I think capsules are easier. Woo! All right. So, vitamin C supplementation may be a simple way to protect the lung function of your children. Wow. Okay, getting back. How are we doing on time? Whoa,
Yeah.
that's great.
You covered a lot of ground there.
We're almost done. We're almost done. Oh, my part. Then we got something good with Allan. Okay, so getting back to here. The tea, the radiation destroys lung cancer cells. Now, this is something we definitely want to cover. I never knew tea was so good for you. Okay, that a recent study found that nanoparticles derived from tea leaves can destroy up to 80% of lung cancer cells. 80%. Man, I cannot even find discounts at the store at 80%. And you're going to get 80% lung cancer cells being destroyed. That's a deal you cannot pass up on, okay? If you're a saver like me, and you know what? Why keep all these cancer lung cells? Get rid of them, you know what I mean? The discovery was made while testing a novel method of producing quantum dots. I don't know what that is. A type of nanoparticle measuring less than 10 nanometers. A human hair is 40,000 nanometers thick. That is one really strong microscope or nanoscope because that's small. But see, while they were doing this quantum dot research, they found out that, again, that the nanoparticles derived from tea was so powerful and so natural that this is what you want to actually take to reduce those cancer cells. Here, the researchers mixed tea leaf extract with cadmium sulfate, and sodium sulfide, and allowed the solution to incubate, a process which causes quantum dots to form. Then they applied the dots to lung cancer cells. What did they find? They found that tea leaves are a simpler, cheaper, and less toxic method of producing quantum dots compared to using chemicals. Who wants to go artificial anyway, or synthetic, okay? Confirming the results of the other research in the field. Quantum dots produced from tea leaves inhibit the growth of lung cancer cells and they penetrated the nanopores of the cancer cells and destroyed up to 80%. 80% of them. Again, that number is big. This was a brand new finding and came as a surprise to the team. Guess what? Now you guys know about it. Now there should be no reason why we're not going to invest in stock in tea companies, because we're going to be buying up some teas, right, Mel? Chamomile tea as well, especially, okay? The findings suggest that plant-derived quantum dots may be a promising field of exploration for cancer researchers. Next, the team plans to explore the role of tea leaf extract in cancer cell imaging and investigate how quantum dots interface with various cancer cells. In other words, these quantum dots may also have other health-related applications, such as suntan lotions. Are you the type of person that puts suntan lotion when you go in the sun? Stop it.
No.
Adrian, you from Oz. All your blokes, all your your mates over there that are surfing and putting suntan, that's not good for them. Okay? Not even just pure zinc, the white pasty stuff. Because I heard that you're actually preventing the sun from going
Vitamin D.
from getting into your body by putting that on there. So you don't want to do that. Again, and you know what? You get sunburn, the body will just, peel away the old dead skin. But you want the vitamin D to be ingested through your skin, okay? Just picking on you, Adrian. I know you were there. Thanks, buddy. But, and I used to surf a lot too, so I guess what? I never put funny story. Went surfing one day. I'm not going to get sunburned today. I put that nice, expensive suntan lotion on me. When I got on my board, I slipped right off. All the oil would not keep me on the board because my wax got covered with oil, and I could not, for the life of me, stay on my board. All I would do is slip, slip, slip. That was a miserable day. All right. So, let's see. Oh, I didn't read this last part. Sun lotions, non-toxic antimicrobial paint. Antimicrobial paint. Whoa. So there's other applications, okay, for this tea research, tea extract, okay. See, team led by Sudhager Pikachu, Pikachu, PhD, I don't know how you can say his name. Pikachu, I just call him Pikachu. Swansea's University, I heard it at university before, are exploring the possibility of setting up a quantum dot factory to fully explore the many ways in which quantum dots may be used. Good for you, Dr. Sudhagar. Okay? Hey, must be Hebrew. Sudhagar. How to get more flavonoids into your diet. Okay, this is the part you're waiting for. Okay? This is the part you're waiting for. While this is certainly not an exhaustive list, again, but to naturally increase your flavonoids in your diet, consider eating more of the following foods. Okay, flavonols, onions, apple, kale. Kale. Yeah. Sorry, I know you guys, you're kale lovers out there. I just can't handle kale. Broccoli, I'll do that. Garbanzo beans, that's hummus is made from that, okay? Almonds, oh man, I'll eat almonds, especially chocolate-covered almonds. If you get them in dark chocolate almonds, that's 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, Mel. Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's, Mel says, has dark chocolate almonds. So you guys, please, anybody out there, send me a bag of dark chocolate almonds. Okay, I'll send you a t-shirt. Honestly, I'll send you a t-shirt. Okay, from Trader Joe's.
Make sure you
Isaac wants macadamia nuts too, but you know what? I'm willing to trade. The barter system is something that we're going to have to be dealing with in the future. So guys, if you hear this, if you see this, okay, dark chocolate almonds or dark chocolate almonds and macadamia nuts. Turnip greens, sweet potatoes. Okay, sweet potatoes. There's all types of sweet potatoes, the yellow ones, the white ones, but the purple ones, the Okinawan sweet potatoes. Wait, we're going to get down to there. And
we went to Peru. I'm sorry to interrupt. Remember we went to Peru?
Yeah.
They're like the world
king in world distributed potatoes.
They have over 300 different kinds. They have green ones,
Yeah,
red ones.
yeah. Bet you thought there was only russet potatoes, huh?
Yellow.
And red potatoes and yellow potatoes. They got over 300 types in Peru.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and they bragged about it. The tour guide was bragging about it. So, okay, and the last one is, how do you say this? Quinoa? Quinoa? Quinoa. Some words I just can't say, all right? Give me a flavonoid, I'll say that word. So that's flavanols, okay? Look at the flavin 3 OLS or O's. Flavin 3 O's. Apple, tea, including black, green, white, and oolong. Oh man, you guys know what oolong tea is, right?
The Korean one.
That's a Korean tea.
That's
Yeah?
one of the few teas that's fermented.
Fermented.
Really, really good.
Anything fermented is good for the body. I tell you now. Sauerkraut, kimchi, blueberries, peaches, pears, strawberries, cocoa. And you know what? Isaac has turned us on to this thing called what's it called? The acai bowl. You guys know what that is, acai bowl. We went to Down to Earth. He went to Down to Earth, brought a acai bowl home, had all these blueberries, strawberries, coconut shavings. What else, Isaac, was in there? Oh, granola, banana,
berries.
peanut butter. Oh man, Sister Mel came over our house one day and she ate some of that. We corrupted her because Isaac corrupted us. Now we're all corrupted. Acai bowls, and you get all of these flavin 3-OLS in there. Cannot go wrong. Cannot go wrong. Okay, flavones, parsley. Okay, you know people could actually eat parsley. You know, you go to dinner and they got your steak, your potato. They have a little bit of parsley to dress it up. I've seen people grab the parsley, put it in there, and chew it up. Good for your body odor, for your breath. I mean, and it helps you digest your food. So the stuff I always threw away was actually good for you because I was too full on the steak and potato. Bell peppers, celery. If you got gout, celery is your friend. Okay. Apples, oranges, watermelon, chili peppers. My brother Allan does chili pepper water. Guess what? He's got no issues with his flavones. Okay.
And Mel's family, they do a chili pepper
Oh
water.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Cantaloupe and thyme. Okay. That's your flavone. Flavonones. Oranges, grapefruit, lemons, tomatoes. You see the citric kind of theme here, right? Citrus is always good for you, okay? Anthocyanins, okay? Strawberries, again, cherries, red cabbage, cranberries, plums. You notice the color family group here? Raspberry, blueberries, bilberry. What's a bilberry? Is that related to bilbo? I'm not sure. Okay, bilberries, black currants, purple grapes. And here we go, purple potatoes. You're saying, what is a purple potato? You go to your Asian market, you get the Okinawan sweet potato. They're white on the outside, but when you cut it inside, they have this beautiful purple pattern inside. And when you steam it, see, the idea is that you chop it up and you steam it. You don't boil it. You lose all the good stuff. My wife was doing that for a long time until she figured out, no, so it's got to steam it. But then it tasted really good, you know, because they were kind of like bland. But if you steam it, all the flavor's there, and it turns purple. And did you know that the Okinawans, I might have mentioned this before, Okinawans, that people group, they have the longest lifespan in the world. In the world. And it's not just because of just the potatoes, named after them, the Okinawan sweet potatoes, but because of their diet. A lot of it was seafood diet, you know, not the kind you go to the buffet. Oh, I see food, let's eat. You know, no. We're talking fishy, shrimpy, seafood diet, okay? That SAE food diet, okay? That's what you want. Quercetin, again, here. This stuff I'm talking about. Garlic, apple, plums, red grapes, citrus fruit, dark cherries, and dark berries such as blueberries, black. Again, bilberries, again, much like the anthocyanins. Capers, though. Oh, how many of you like fish or salmon? And you fry it in capers and olive oil. Oh man, that sounds so good. I think we have to do a demonstration on that one night. Mel, what do you think? Small amounts also found in parsley, sage, elderflower, ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo, that's Korean. Is that, what is this? Ginkgo, I've heard of this before.
Yeah, it's a Korean.
It's a Korean thing, right? And then St. John's wort, not the kind of wart on your skin. This is actually a supplement. Okay, you want. It helps your memory, okay? And if you're like me, you need as much wart as you can get, because I need a lot of warts, okay?
St. John's wort, it helps you relax. It's something to take you for bed.
See, I need that before the program. I get kind of hyper sometimes when I'm talking. All right, apigenin. Celery, parsley, thyme, basil, oregano, cilantro, chamomile. Here's that chamomile again. Broccoli and leeks. Okay, leeks, interesting. Epicatechin. Cocoa, dark chocolate, apples, black grapes, blackberries, black tea, and cherries. I've come to the end of the list where we're covering all of the things that you should actually be consuming to give your lung the best chance of survival, especially since they're on the decline after 30 years of age. All right. With that, again, if you want this list, subscribe to mercola.com and you'll get all his updates, all his periodical news. It's good stuff. And I wanted to share this with you guys because, again, I know it's associated with C19 and the respiratory trauma that's going on in the world. You know what? You don't have to be, again, a statistic, okay? Death caused by blank, 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 you know? Our hope here is that there is no death. There's only health, okay? So any questions or comments, please shoot it to Lisa. She'll be happy to get with you. Now we're going to break away for a little break, and we're going to come back with Allan and his next presentation. All right? See you in a bit.
As a child growing up here on the beautiful island of Oahu, I never realized what the Most High would have in store for me. I grew up in a family of educators and graduated at a very young age, pursuing education in every aspect. I was so focused on earning several college degrees that I wasn't paying attention to my health or personal life. And it wasn't until I had been through several surgeries and was in extreme pain that I began to pay attention to my body. I went to so many doctors and medical professionals trying to figure out what was wrong with me. So about 10 years ago, I started writing a book detailing my experiences and hoping that it will help other women and others who are in chronic pain, just so they don't have to go through all the steps and many years that I did and down the trail of prescription medication. I highly recommend this book for anyone who is taking care of someone that's in pain or who has issues with chronic pain themselves, or who has gone through an abusive relationship that has contributed to their pain. I hope that by sharing my story that others are encouraged to seek the Most High first, and that it is much better to trust in Him than to put your faith in man. Through my experience, I learned that God uses whatever it takes to bring us and to draw us back to Him, and I'm truly grateful for that.
Aloha, aloha.
Hello, guys. Back here again. I'm on the other side of the camera. Well, same thing with you guys, but different background, right? But I got brother Allan over here. You remember Allan Pagba? He's got something that is, again, a demonstration of the healthiest, I believe the healthiest plant alive. Even Mercola doesn't know nothing about this. But if he did, he'd probably say, whoa, wait a minute. We need to find out what this is all about, because this is the kind. What's that? The kind? This is the one that beats it all. Okay? Allan, what do we have here?
Pastor Noah, you are on a roll. Good job, good job. Tonight we're going to be introducing the noni plant.
Noni plant?
Yeah.
Oh, what's a noni plant? How do you spell that to begin with?
Noni, we spell it N-O-N-I. Another name for it is Morinda citrifolia.
Noni's easier for me.
Yeah. So we're going to kind of introduce the plant itself.
All right.
How we can utilize it, you know, in different ways, medicinal ways and stuff like that. So since Pastor Noble is on a roll, we're going to get him reading some more. That was a lot of info you just gave me. I'm kind of on brain overload right now. But yeah, we'd like to introduce you folks the noni and the noni fruit. And what we're going to focus on tonight, this evening, is how to produce a juice that we take for health benefits. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, what we need to do, this is what the fruit is. Basically, this plant is so amazing. The local people here probably know it well. A lot of Hawaiians use it, especially with the la'au lapa'au, yeah.
La'au, lapa'au. Did you just swear at me? Man.
A lot of people
You
hear
just-
a lot of people hear that word and they think, oh, what is the la'au lapa'au? And with that, we kind of we can share a little bit what the la'au lapa'au means. So
Please.
since
because-
you're on a roll, can you read this for us?
Okay,
Pastor Mo?
okay.
Yeah.
La'au, lapa'au. Okay, L-A''AU, la'au. This is Hawaiian now, okay? This is like a Hawaiian health show, okay? Lapa'au, L-A''AU. La'au, lapa'au is a traditional medical practice adopted by native Hawaiians. Oh, okay, you didn't swear at me. The Hawaiian words la'au and lapa'au means vegetation and treat, heal or cure respectively. Oh man, you meant good to me. You weren't cursing me. Thank you, Allan. This practice involves using native plants, herbs, and spirituality to treat ailments and injury. Guess what? This is back to the old school. Before pharmacies and doctors, came out, with all their witchcraft now. What it is now, this is back to what God originally intended from the very beginning. And every custom, every culture, every people group has their la'au lapa'au. Okay, this is just the Hawaiian version. Right, Allan?
Right, and it all goes back to Genesis 1:29, yeah, where God said everything that He created, yeah, green, herbs is good for us, yeah. So we kind of learn what we can use, what's useful, and the noni plant is a beautiful plant. I love this tree.
Oh, look at
so,
that leaf.
we're gonna try kind of explain how to ferment the juice, and it's real simple, guys. What we do is we harvest the fruit. Yeah, look how big this fruit is. It's the size of a baseball. So what we do is we harvest the fruit, we rinse it off, we clean it up, and then we jar it. So what I do is I throw it in these glass jars. Can you guys see this?
Isaac?
Yeah, if you bring it
Yeah.
to this camera.
Right here, like this.
Yeah.
Is it visible? Okay, so it's real simple, guys. We harvest the fruit itself, rinse it out, and then we jar it up. And what we do is we lay it out in the open, in the sunlight, and the fermentation takes anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like
we
moonshine, yeah?
Yeah, you just let it sit.
Oh.
And
Wait a minute, now, Allan, there's a lot of fluid in here. Did you put water in this jar?
no, it's just
Any alcohol in here?
all natural.
All natural. Whoa.
All natural, the fruit itself.
Wow.
But yeah, so it's real simple. You harvest the fruit, you jar it up, and you let it ferment for anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks. And what I do is I kind of just let it sit for about 6 weeks, and then I harvest it. I
Check it out.
filter it out, I bottle it up, and then I consume it. But
Wow.
So-
I noticed you put a date on the jar.
this is when I jarred this one.
So good idea, because if you're short memory minded like me, that not using the right brain as much as, or the left side brain, and I haven't been taking my flavanols, then this is something that you want to do is write a date on there, because you don't have to remember. You can just read it.
Yeah,
Okay?
so that's what I do because I get short-term memory. Yeah. But anyway,
You're short. I'm shorter. I'm
I
shorter.
dated it. and
Yeah,
then,
really shorter.
Right now, I'm just sitting on it because I kind of ran out. This is my next batch that I'm making.
Oh,
So in a few weeks, I'll harvest it. Filter it out and consume. But there's a lot of uses, from the plant itself. Everything is useful, from the fruit to the leaves to the bark, the roots, even these little flowers that it produces. Yeah. So we're going to share a little bit about it. I love this plant. The noni is one of my favorite plants. They're all my favorite, but I love the noni. And can we give a little history about it?
Yes, wow,
just to
please.
share, just to share a little. I kind of read up on the, because I've been kind of using it and making it for a while, just for personal consumption, and I try to kind of
Look there.
I kind of.
You're still shy.
I try to research it a little
Okay.
bit. So
Okay.
noni and the human migration, where it came from, where it was founded, and how it got here to Hawaii. Yeah?
Okay.
So it says here, I'm just going to share a little bit. It says noni's geographical epicenter, was found in the region of northern Australia Australia and New Guinea. Yeah, noni probably has been used by humans for at least 5,000 years and perhaps much longer. Yeah, about 33,000 years ago, the migration of the cultural complex spread from New Guinea to Fiji, Samoa, and Tonga, which where the Polynesian culture first developed. Yeah, Samoan and Tongan voyagers settled the Cook Islands. Yeah, Tahiti Nui and Tuamotus at least 2,300 years ago. Easter Island was discovered by the Polynesians around 1,700 years ago or earlier. Hawaii about 1,600 years ago or earlier. And New Zealand about 1,000 years ago, where some of the last Pacific islands, was found and colonized by the Polynesians. So along the way, through all this migration, the noni plant ended up here with us too, yeah?
You know, it doesn't make sense though, because if it started in Australia and New Guinea, and New Zealand's right next door, what, was there an embargo? They didn't let the fruit go over to New Zealand? What's up with that? It took about 2,000 something years for Australia to get it to New Zealand, and they're right there, next door to each other.
And that's what the research is saying. But you know what is amazing is that this plant is so useful, it is so good for us, and a lot of people don't even recognize and use it. We see all the fruit falling on the ground.
Oh, yes.
And it's plentiful. And I love this plant.
It's very vibrant. You know, believe it or not, Allan took this out of our tree in the front yard. And you know what? Before it became a tree, it would look like a weed to me. So I actually tried to pull it out and break it. And that root was so deep, I couldn't.
A weed like this?
I was so frustrated trying to pull it out. Yeah. I couldn't. I just broke the tops off.
But
a few months later, it started to grow back. And I said, I'm not going to deal with it.
And this thing grows everywhere. It even grows in lava tubes and stuff like that. So
it grows in lava?
Amazing.
I mean, this hardened lava, right? I mean,
yeah.
Wow.
So, you know, even when the Polynesians, as they paddled across, you know, the oceans and stuff in their canoes, you know, they had like a plant survival kit. Can I share that a little bit? You know, it says here, the plant survival kit with the Polynesians as they migrated, it says, canoe plants were life-sustaining plants. Fruits and seeds carried carefully in canoes by Polynesian seafaring explorers and colonizers around the Pacific. For example, the first Hawaiians brought important plants with them when they arrived in Hawaii 800 years or more ago. Polynesians planted canoe plants such as breadfruit, taro, and banana near their settlements and relied on them for survival. The canoe plants filled many society needs, including food, fiber, medicine, tools, clothing, and fodder. Many of these plants, such as sugarcane and noni, serve multiple functions as food and medicine, or as tools, shelter, or fire. Others, such as kava, were mainly medicine plants or used ceremony rather than for food.
Wow.
So the noni was on the canoes too,
Wow.
Yeah, just thought I'd share that.
And that's neat, what you call it, a canoe survival kit. You know, for you preppers out there, and a lot of you guys are, because I'm a prepper too, I never heard of the term canoe survival kit, but if you got a flea and you only got a canoe, what else can you do, right?
But there are health benefits to this fruit and the juice and the uses of it too.
Man.
So some of it, I just gonna kind of share the list, and then we can have Pastor Noble read up for us. But the health benefits, are they have antioxidant properties.
Oh,
Flavonoids.
Hey, flavonoids! We did not script this. I had no idea.
Yeah, so it's witnessing to what he's sharing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Provides cellular repair, prevents against free radicals, combats inflammation.
Wow.
It also combats against cancer and chronic conditions, fights pain associated with tumors, and it boosts your immunity. But
Wow.
so you know, as I've been learning to make it and consume it for myself, I've shared this with a lot of people with different conditions, and you know, it's helped a lot of people just consuming it, you know, just personally and stuff like that. So
So I just noticed something though, and this list that Allan gave me, it says here that the noni juice is often mixed with grape juice. See, nobody ever told me that before. I had to drink it straight out of a bottle like this. And this is nasty, I gotta tell you, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna beat around the bush.
I like it. It's
This
sweet.
is nasty, okay?
But anyway, what makes the noni juice so good? Can you read this first paragraph?
Yeah, but wait.
Yeah.
I'm getting grape juice.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of grape juice. Okay, I'm gonna cover up this thing, but I want the benefits, but I can do without that bitter
Yeah.
taste, you know what I mean? But I eat bitter melon now, okay? No. My mom did good, okay? I hated bitter melon, I'll eat it now. Now I'm gonna be drinking some bitter noni juice with grape juice, okay?
So people often ask, so what makes the noni juice so great?
Okay, the
Yeah.
antioxidant properties?
Right there.
Oh, in the top?
Paragraph,
Okay.
Yeah.
The noni tree is a small evergreen native to the Pacific Islands, Australia, Southeast Asia, India, and it thrives among lava flows. Juice made from its fruit is known to remedy numerous ailments, and noni is used also in dyes and medicines. Where it grows, the fruit, as well as the flowers, leaves, bark, stems, and roots, are used for healing remedies. Because research is still uncovering all the benefits from this nutritious juice, you may be discovering noni juice for the first time, and this is again new to me.
So a lot of different people around the world who practice healing and natural healing and stuff like that, they incorporate the noni with their herbal healing. Yeah.
Wow.
So
wow.
even like for the amazing antioxidant properties, what does it say there?
Oh gosh, noni juice has significant number of antioxidants which help prevent or slow diseases that cause cellular damage. Something I've been preaching about ever since I did the EMF program. You know what I mean? Drink this super juice to load up on the anthocyanins. Whoa, that word so familiar. Beta carotene, coenzyme Q10, catechins, lipoic acid, selenium, flavonoids, there we go again, lutein, lycopene, and vitamin C's and E. All of these antioxidants help you improve the health of your skin, hair, and internal organ. Oh, hair. What do you mean? Stops balding? The receding hairline? Oh, I need some of that stuff, man. My hair's been receding shocks ever since I turned 18. It started going back already. You wanted to go forward, a kind of beetle look, the beard up here. So I'm growing it over here now because I'm losing it up here.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And you know what? Flavonoids, what you was touching up on tonight too.
Oh, this again.
Yeah.
This is this noni juice. Again, it's high in flavonoids, and you mix it with grape juice. It has grape juice has a similar earthy quality, and covers up noni's bitter taste. While noni is available in tablets, capsules, and teas, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
They
they make all kinds with this. That's why there's
It's
a lot.
most
you can share.
popular as a juice, the real thing. This is mainly due to its rich content of flavonoids, which is an essential anti-inflammatory agent. Preaching to the choir, anti-inflammatories, guys. Like grape juice, noni has strong pigmentation that accounts for many of its healing properties. Damn, I'm getting this now.
We get them right now. No, but
Wow,
it's an
Allan.
acquired taste. But if it's not
Yeah.
suitable for you, you can mix it in orange juice, grape juice, and stuff like that. But a lot
Does
of
it work
peop-
with vodka?
a lot-
Tammy wants to know. Does it work with vodka? Right, Tammy?
This pastor is unique. But anyway, a lot of people drink them straight too. So.
Oh, I might have to hit the
Yeah.
the peace pipe,
Hey.
with some cannabis. You know what I mean?
And I tell you what, you don't need to go. You
That's
don't
how I can
have,
drink this stuff.
you don't have to purchase a $65 bottle of pills. You just take what the plant produces.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Why buy it when you're growing it, right?
Exactly.
Oh man.
So we could touch up on just a few more. I've shared this juice with a lot of people who fighting cancer and stuff. Yeah.
oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
on a flip side, it talks about
Oh, it's a flip side.
it talks
finished all
about
this?
cancer, yeah,
Wait, flip side.
cancer and chronic conditions.
Oh, okay, wait. I'm sorry. Our staff here is just rolling because they cannot handle the stuff I say sometimes.
I know, Pastor, turning comedian over here.
Oh, dude. You know what? You do whatever it takes to drink down the stuff you don't really want to
And
drink.
before we close tonight, he's taking a shot. So hang on, guys.
Honey, do we have grape? We have mango juice. We'll get the mango juice, baby.
How's the grape juice?
No. We're gonna do it with the mango juice.
Just for
Okay.
you.
But we just want to share what's useful for certain conditions.
Okay.
So
Okay, Alan.
he's on a roll. I'm making him work.
Let me
tonight.
read
You
the
gonna
cancer and chronic condition.
Cancer and chronic conditions.
Noni juice combats pain and inflammation associated with cancer. It also aids in alleviating joint pain due to certain antioxidants found in the juice. Right. If you suffer from skin condition, cancer, chronic pain, and other condition, which is most of us, such as cardiovascular disease, here we go, diabetes, no, not me, drink noni juice to boost your body's ability to fight back. I'm telling you, you gotta fight back, okay? Take this stuff. At least you get a fighting chance, right?
Take what's natural. Leave the bottle on the shelves in a
Yeah.
store.
Oh, Tammy, I'm sorry. Leave the vodka at home, Tammy. Okay, maybe rum. There's some rum.
People with tumors growing in their body. Check that out.
Oh, tumors.
Yeah.
Noni has anthraquinones, which occur in phenolic compounds and which prevent glucose from entering tumor cells. Glucose, that's a bad thing. Glucose, what is glucose? Sugar. You get it from carbohydrates, starches, and from sugar, okay? Especially high fructose corn syrup. That is a negative. Do not consume anything with high fructose corn syrup. You know what that is? What's that? Apple mold? Was it corn mold? Corn mold, right?
Corn.
Moldy corn. You want to stay away from mold as much as possible, but you want to drink high fructose corn syrup drinks and foods, beverages and meals. That's what you're getting is moldy corn. Okay. So getting back to this. This prevents metastasis, and leads cell death, which slows the growth of cancer cells. Anthraquinones are most commonly found in noni seeds and leaves. Really? Noni seeds and leaves.
Mm-hmm.
However, noni juice is a convenient source of these life-saving phenolic compounds. They also help reduce pain and fatigue to tumors. Oh man!
So you can use this plant in many ways. You produce the juice, you dry the leaves, dehydrate the fruit, make powders. So everything's useful. Yeah, you just gotta see what is suitable for you.
Right.
But this whole plant is good. The noni is a beautiful plant, and it also boosts your immune system.
Wow, it alleviates arthritis pain. I got arthritis in my knees. You'll never see me run or jump because I can't. It's just too painful. But by adding noni juice to your diet, you provide your body with nutrients to reduce and eliminate inflammation found in the body. Additionally, the amino acids in noni boost the immune system. Wow. In fact, noni contains 17 amino acids and serine, arginine, and methionine found in noni, keeping your body strong. Wow.
So, it's just, and all you consume is it goes according to a person's condition. But I just use this for preventive maintenance, trying to take care of our health and stuff like that. So what we usually do is just take a few ounces a day, depending on a person's condition. If you're fighting cancer and stuff like that, you're going to consume more.
Right.
But this is a testimony. I have more than a few testimonies on how it helped people. Yeah.
Allan, can you give us one testimony? Because, testimonials are actually what people want to hear because of the fact that, they want to see some results.
And also, if you could show what you do with the leaf that you're explaining, maybe for Noble's knee.
Yeah, like the old Hawaiians, they used to use this for fractures. Fractures, not only fractures but wounds. You know what? And for me personally, I had surgery on my right foot. I did a Achilles surgery on my left, so I got foot pain, joint pain, and stuff. And what I told Lisa and Noble is what I do. I pick the leaves, you heat it up. This is what the old Hawaiians used to do.
Heat it up how?
So what I would do, I roll it up, just put it in foil, put it in an oven or toaster.
Okay.
Heat it up for a little bit so it gets a little softer.
Okay.
And what I do is I just wrap them around the air. Like your knees, what you would do, this is how the old Hawaiians used to do. Never had Dr. Abra. So they would wrap them around and just leave them. Oh, one testimony. My friend had a son that played football. He tore his Achilles. And he said, oh man, he loved playing sports, and they was going into the championship game. This was a few years ago. I was working with this one brother in in one company a few years ago, and his son tore his Achilles tendon, and he said, "Oh man, my son really wants to play." I said, "You know what? Go use the noni leaf, do this, wrap him up." And you know what? Within a week, he was back in a game. Following week,
Achilles tear.
Achilles tear. You know, Achilles is a real rough one, because I'm a testimony to that. I got one Achilles down, but
Yeah.
and he was just by wrapping them, doing old Hawaiian style, how the ancients used to do them. And you know what? That's just one testimony, but it worked.
So Ace Bandage has nothing on the noni
Yeah.
leaf then.
And free. You see them falling down on the ground, people wasting the fruit. Me, I make use of it. And you know what? I thank God for that.
Now you can make use of it as well.
Yeah.
Adrian, you're in Australia. You guys started with this stuff up.
This thing is all over the place.
Yes.
You know, it even grows in the lava tubes. Can I share how all these healers around the globe, you know, they use this incorporating in their healing process? It says here, yeah, the curative or advanced medicine. He says, societies all over the globe have long established healing tradition of using noni as one of their most important medicinal plants. Yeah, the specific medical uses of the plant, what plant parts are used and how they are used vary amongst tropical societies. The importance of the plant also varies among societies. Nevertheless, the plant is so widely used for medicine that this may be considered the most important function. As a medicine, healers often mix noni with other herbs to render medicines. Healers commonly combine herbs in specific amounts and mixtures to effect more complete cures of complex problems. Yeah? Herbal treatments together with spiritual healing, yeah, or God supplication activities was probably more common than using herbs such as
The noni.
the noni.
Did you hear that, guys?
Yeah.
You add this with your spiritual worship to God, the one true living God, Yeshua HaMashiach, and the noni, and healing starts to take place. Because you know why? All this stuff that we're actually presenting to you are secondary to healing. Primary is God Almighty, right? And if we ask Him, and then we follow and use the stuff that He's provided for us, even if it's bitter and nasty, guess what? Healing comes your way. How many of you guys want to be healed? You know, you can see that you can go find a charlatan or one of those quacks, okay, and pay a lot of money and get no results, or you can worship the one true living God and look for this.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of times when I share it with others in need, and you know, just being able to produce it and share it, you know, and then, you know, having the testimonies come back, it's all, you know, it's all to God's glory, yeah. And that's the whole focus, that people can, you know, realize that everything goes back to Genesis 1:29, yeah.
What does that say?
And like Noble said, you know, it all goes back to the true and living God, our Creator, who does the healing. Yeah.
Yes.
But you know, when we get like how Noble always shares, you know, you get wisdom and to apply. So this is just one other plant that we were about to allowed to share. I hope you guys are blessed with it. Go do further research. And this is like 2 weeks in, so this is the color of the fruit, the juice itself. But after 6 to 8 weeks, this is the color of the fruit it'll be. Yeah. So I'm running out. This is all I have left until I harvest my next batch. But you know, I consume it for myself.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Isaac and I benefit from
Yeah.
your noni juice. My God.
And all it is just taking a few ounces daily with your, you know, just for me.
Shot glass, yeah.
Yeah. So what I do is I just pour it in a shot form like this. And you know what? A lot of people downgrade the smell and the taste, but I think it's very sweet. You know, a lot of people just parrot what people say. Oh, you know, this thing is, you know, smells, and try it.
We just,
Yeah.
Isaac made it easier for me to drink it. He
Yeah.
just said, just think of it tastes kind of like beer because it's kind of fermented, you know.
And
so
you know what? It's all
you don't-
natural.
You don't expect like a mango tasting.
Yeah. So either people can take it, consume it straight like this, or mix it in orange juice and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you guys want to try in a drink or something, I just wanted to share. But like for me, you know, I've acquired the taste. I think it's sweet. I love this juice, and you know, it's just once a day. But according to your condition, if people fighting cancer and stuff like that, they would consume it maybe 4, 5, 6 times a day. And you know what? It works.
And then for people in the mainland or in cold climates, can you grow this indoor? You think that they'd be able to
This,
get
well, you know, only going because my yard is small. I grow it in 5-gallon buckets.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I it produces only to a certain, you know, size and stuff
But if
like
you get
that.
a 10-gallon bucket, then
But
you
if you
can
throw it in the
bigger.
ground, yeah. But like for me, I just throw everything that I share and I grow in my backyard. And you guys know my backyard not that big.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Small.
Yeah, and it produces, you know,
Enough
yeah.
for you, right?
And for any of the viewers that would like seeds, honey, can you tell them our email if they want to send
Yeah.
us an email?
Yes, you want
We can
seeds?
send seeds.
So you look how much seeds this thing's produce.
plenty.
We
This
will
thing
send
is
you
dropping
seeds.
all over the ground. People don't even know how to use it. They just overlook it. But when I look at it, I see something different. This is called the tree of life, and the juice is so good. Yeah,
Oh,
that's all you do.
okay, guys. Bottoms up. Bottoms up. I got my chaser with me over here.
I gotta get him going. Huh?
There you go. Woo.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. No, no
Take
mango
one.
juice.
Take one for the team, Pastor. No, but you know this thing is useful, and it's free. You don't have to pay $65 to get the properties, the nutrients you need. A lot of people talk plant-based. I say go straight to the plant, understand the plant, its uses, and apply it. You be blessed. So hopefully, you know, people are blessed and you know can use what's there.
I showed the book earlier to you guys. Take the name down. You might want to look for it on Amazon or something. And if you can, then you can read up on it. And it'll let the book convince you, not just us, that this is a very healthy plant and that this is something that could help a lot of your ailments. Okay?
And tell them the email, biblicalhebrewhawaii@gmail.com. If you would like some seeds, write to us and I will send you some. So
We will send you the seeds. And guess what? We'll even pay the postage. Okay?
Yeah.
We send the stuff out for free. Okay?
There's plenty.
Because you know what? We really want to invest in your future, your health. Okay? This is not just physical, but also spiritual as well. Okay? Yes, Isaac? 2? 2 what?
2 shots.
2 more.
2 more what?
Oh,
More shots.
oh, this was for you,
that's for- yeah,
Isaac.
that's for you guys.
Yeah, you guys
For
want?
me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Here you go.
Give it to Sister Mel, Lisa.
But yeah,
This is-
hopefully you
this
know
Is, this is my cup right here.
people
You
you
give
know
this to Lisa.
people are able to just learn more about it and use them. You know it.
You know, it's kind of a tar brown looking color. But you know what?
Looks like maple syrup.
It's if it's good for you, it's sure. Let's think of it this way: would you prefer to be under anesthesia or with a guy with a mask on, with a scalpel in his hand, and he's going to be operating and cutting and surgically removing something, or would you rather just drink something that has a temporary taste, then you can follow it with something that's more flavorful? You know, Bacardi 151 is not as good as this. In fact, tequila shots don't even match this, okay? So I tell you now, this is a lot better, a lot healthier, okay? So, anybody need some mango juice for Chaser? Okay, you guys are hardcore. I'm a panty here.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what the noni plant is.
Right on,
Yeah,
Alan.
man.
You know, Alan, so far, you know, you've done the aloe water, then you've done the sour sap, you know, juice, the tea. Now noni, and I think this is even the most potent and important one yet. And you know, really,
Hey, and you know what? I alternate from time to time. Like you know, once you know, maybe I drink the aloe juice this week and I
Yeah.
switch up. But you know what? I've been walking around in this COVID for 2 years and nothing. You know, I've been walking around freely.
yeah, no mask, no nothing. Alan did mention that even the leaves are and the flowers, the buds are
Oh, yeah,
edible.
yeah, I'm
These
sorry.
are these are edible.
Here you go.
Alan, tell us about it.
Green salads.
For the
See
small
all
leaves, the
these
small
young
leaves.
these young leaves.
Justin Mack was just saying.
Yeah, you
for the salad.
you
Yes.
incorporate you incorporate the flowers and the leaves in your green salad. This is all good for you. I do it myself. Yeah, these leaves I dry them up. I make powders and I make tea. But I love the juice the most. I use them in every possible way I can. Yeah, it's just learning about it.
Yes.
But these are good for the salad.
It's funny because Allan mentioned that this is probably the original tree of life. You know,
Oh, it's called the tree
called
of
the
life.
tree of life. But you know
Yeah.
what? I think that Adam and Eve used this as their tree of life. You know what I mean? When they were naked and found out, oh no, we're naked. What did they use to cover up what they had to cover up? See, this covers up a D cup because it's big, you know? Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Man. And you know, it's not like poison ivy. You know, you put poison ivy down there, you'd be scratching all day long. You know what I mean? So, good stuff, man. Good stuff, Allan. Thank you for bringing this into the household, into our viewers' household. You guys, really, seriously, this is good stuff, man. Allan, thank you so much for sharing this again.
You're welcome.
Man, I tell you. Lapa.
Hebrew
Okay.
Hawaiian. Huh?
Yeah, you know what? We're learning. I'm learning. Live in this island. But get the book. I'm gonna have Lisa look for a copy for ourselves so we can read up on it and become more authoritative on this and be convinced that this is one of the things that can help heal us in times like this. Okay.
Yeah. Incorporated with prayer above all. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, our show went a little long today, but if you stuck it out, thank you for being here again. And don't forget, Trader Joe's dark chocolate almonds. We got a T-shirt in reply. Okay. In fact, Allan's got his on. I got mine on.
Thank you, Pastor Noble. He blessed me with one, so I said, you know, I'm going to
blesses everybody out here. You know. But you know what? Again, for your interaction with us, thank you. We appreciate it. And again, we always want to give here, and definitely the seeds. Inquire about the seeds. You know, we'll send it out free, and that way you can start your own little noni plant and have your medicine right there at your door, or in your door, I should say. Right?
Yeah.
Shall we close in prayer, Allan?
Yeah.
Can you mind closing us, brother?
Oh. All right. Maybe all bow our heads and come humbly before the Lord. Thank you, Lord, for this time that we could come together. I thank you for this household, that you would continue to use Noble and Lisa in the way that you do to share amongst your people, Lord. I lift up all your people even now, that you would touch their hearts and lives, Lord, in a way only you can. So, Lord, we continue to pray for your forgiveness of our sins, that we would receive your mercy and grace, for true healing comes from you, Father. May you heal your people and bless them, find favor in each and every one. We thank you, Lord, for who you are. You are Adonai, our Lord and Master. In your name, Yeshua, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Bless you guys.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Again, we look forward to hearing from you, and really contact us for some seeds. We got a lot of them. Okay. Shalom, everybody. From Lisa and Mel and Isaac, and from Allan and myself, and from the 6 kiddies around here, we give you again all the credit for joining us, and we thank you for being here. Shalom. Take care.